Hello and welcome back to Elden Ring. Continuing right from where we were in the last episode. Should use some of these runes. And then we will go back into this hero's grave. Gotta get intelligence up, so we'll just start there for now. Especially since we're running around doing things that don't really progress our story forward. We can waste a little bit of levels on intelligence. Why, people? Why? I was hoping it would have gotten both of them, but it only got the one, it looked like. Now we can follow, never mind. We go down now. Dip to the right. I should totally have on a charm that helps me with fire damage. Just because it's a little stupid not to have that on when we're dealing with this much fire. But I just want to be sure. Yup, that's one that we fall down to. I find it easiest to jump at the corners. You fall down just like that. I want to say there's nothing on that beam right above me. It's more of a beam to screw you over, if anything. Yeah. Can't really land on it easily, but if you do, it's very hard to land down on this ledge after. Moves on down here. Get rid of that knight before he could even attack us. Get all the armor. Some pretty decent armor. I'm pretty sure Radon's is still better than it, but that is some decent armor. Here, I don't think it's on this side. But I'm pretty sure one of these paths is actually kind of like a shortcut to the end. No, it's not over here. I think it's later. It's one of those paths that you can jump off of. Off of there. It actually leads you right towards the end. A lot nicer and a lot quicker than trying to go through the rest of the grave. And that might be the next hero's grave that I'm thinking of, not even this one. Go back here, and then we'll go fight that shadow guy. Right after this, turns around. Get the mantis blade, that's nice. Yeah, that's where we could have jumped down right there. We didn't jump down a little earlier. I just want to double check. Right up here should be pretty much a whole lot of nothing. Grab that. This. every item we can. This is a no items left behind situation. I'm pretty sure this is a path where, if you decide to, you can actually run down that way and find some stuff. We will come back for that. Think, how much does this damage me? Actually, that doesn't damage me nearly as much as I thought it would. Maybe we can. It's gonna turn around. Now I'm pretty sure it doesn't follow you down any further. Just in case, we're gonna sit in here. Yeah, it stops right there. We can swivel on down here. This is a path that you can get dropped into. Oh no, this is a path that you drop down to the end. Okay, this was where I was thinking of. The end of the tunnel is like right there. We missed some rooms, so we obviously ain't going that way. If we die, we keep that in mind, and we just sprint down here and can go through that. For now, we want to go here. Get this. Thought something was in this room to fight you. Apparently not. But we'll take the finger. Now we can flick enemies away if we do choose. Go on up here. Get as close to that as possible, because if we can just get in there this run, then we are golden. Come on, come on, come on. Now, we will be ready. Go on into here and get back on track. Up there would have been where we first jumped down and landed into the crossbeam sections, which then led down to this one. So, didn't need to go back up that path again. Would have shown us exactly what I knew, and we would have gotten hit by the chariot. Got real lucky with that. I did not expect it to miss. We can run it. Nothing excellent up here, but I still wanted it. Jump. The animation allowed us to stay where we were rather than being pushed down to this edge, and that's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, this is the tough one. So if you don't fall down there, you do not have enough time to make it all the way down that ramp. And falling on that ledge is a little difficult. I could have just bit the bullet and probably taken the hit, but I think the animation would have gotten me killed trying to get back up. It would have started up and gotten me. So, better bet rather than being risky. Now we gotta check all the lava spots next to here. I'm think there's items up top. Nope. This is a tough one. I really feel like it technically would have been better to just turn around. Gotta heal up. About to get smacked. Yep. Jump down the other way, because I don't think there's any items on this path now that I'm here looking at it. This last stretch is the one that you're like guaranteed to get smacked. Gotta get up and heal quick. Now we're down to 3 heals for a boss. But at least there's a stake of Marika in here. Or at least there should be. No one to help. NPC-wise. Oh, that ain't good. All the bosses that I was like, we can probably take on, this is not one that I thought would be on the other side of that door. Thought it was going to be a putrefied or ulcerated tree spear or Crucible Knights, but I guess that's the next one. If I just dodged, I would have survived that. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Didn't go in that thinking we were going to survive anyway. So that is fine. And I also gotta take my L2 and switch to something else. I think it's going to be Lion's Roar for now, just because that does good stagger damage, but this ground slam attack we got, I don't like it. It's too slow. Doesn't have a big enough area of attack or damage for how slow it is. It just doesn't seem worth it. Big hit. We got big hit too. And now you're gone. Bloodhound Knight. And a death root. That's what we really want. Now let's go to the hero's grave. Over here. Just gonna have to go to the side tomb to get there. I guess we can do the side tomb, just so every time we teleport here, we can teleport back, or if we need to just sprint over here for any reason, we can do that and then teleport out. This is a tomb that I very commonly come to. Pretty sure it's one of the more complicated ones. It's not that long. So we should be able to knock it out very quickly. That is where we want to be. I want to say you actually can shortcut and jump through that. And you'll be just down here. No, you'll be in the next areas, but take a lot of fall damage. You might actually die from it depending on how high your dexterity is. We're not going to risk that. We're just going to teleport everywhere. Like we're supposed to. So teleport to that one. Yeah, we would have landed right down here. So that's just one room, one shortcut. And you probably would take fall damage because you're going to miss that ledge. Land over here. There we go. And things up top trying to chuck lightning urns at us. Pretty sure this door back here was locked. Let's just go make sure of that. Yeah, can't get it from this side, so you gotta come in from the other. And I'm pretty sure you can actually hit this wall. Yes, you can. Waiting for that. I thought they just run and then jump, but it was taking its time. Then we're going to teleport through this one, because I think this takes you into one of those caged rooms to get an item. Rid of these. Give me your raw meat dumplings. Ooh, cookbook. More crackpot galores. Ooh. I'll take that. Yeah, no ladders or elevators or anything to get out of here, so we just ensnare trap back to the last room. And that's when you're supposed to be all, oh, where were we supposed to go then? Dun dun dun, I couldn't do anything. You hit that wall that I already hit. And you're getting snared in another trap. Technically 2 traps in one room. All the little explodey bitches and then that. Grab that. Pretty sure this one looks like the same room we were just in, but it actually is not. It might be. Nope, it's not. Is when the game wants to confuse you and chuck you this way. Nothing's over there. Shouldn't be anything over here, too. take this trap again. Just to double check where it sends us. Ooh, yeah, we got his head. Finally. Got that one. And I think this is actually to the lever, which is the end. Oh. No, this was the secret. Okay, we got a ritual pot. The dumplings. Smithing stone 5. Not bad at all. And we're overlooking the room that we were in right before we teleported here. So, we're actually going to jump down here. It's 2 rooms back, I should say. Wrong button. Grab that. We took the chest over. There you are. Get back here. We took the chest over in this room. I thought that was an alive one. That was down there in order to get up there. But in the other side, that then led us to the ladder. That led us to that other chest. So this time we're going to take this chest. And grab all these items. I thought a big one came in, so I was waiting for that to show up and start charging at me, but looks like I was wrong. The big one was only in the last room. We'll grab those items, climb up this ladder. Oh god. Camera, why? Brings us to the lever. We can hit that. Somewhere a heavy door how to open, which is actually just right up there. But I think we still have one tiny little path left to check. So we're gonna warp on back. Now we're at the false start. And I don't think I went back up through the door that's up here. I jumped out the window to see that we were here. But I don't think I went back up here, did I? No, I must have. Going crazy. Okay, then that's the end of this area. This tomb, this side tomb, is completed. Now we gotta go through... We can go through this one, so let's just go through this one. Could go through the other one too. That one's a little more complicated of a roundabout way of getting there. I think we still have to teleport after we would go through that one anyway, so it doesn't really make much sense. We'll just go here, go up this ladder, get on out of here. Then we'll clear out the next tomb. We might call it there for today. See if there's another cave or something that I can go clear out real quick. But if we're gonna start on Moog's area next, I would rather get all that area done in 1 or 2 episodes that are like focused on those and not start it yet again. Go down, fight 2 enemies, and then cut it off right when we would actually get where we want to be. So, I'm going to play that a little by ear in a minute. Not that way. Is that an item? That was root resin. Duelist. Take my butt. Get a gun. Didn't get the actual slam, but I hit it on the ground. That was strange. Again. Should have had that critical, but didn't want to count it. Guess I pressed it a second too late. Now we can go to the main tomb. There we go. Unmark that now that that is done. I'm gonna sprint on over to this one. Get in the tomb. Now we're good. Chuck our runes back into intelligence again. Wonder... Man, we got more than enough to level up again after. So we'll save all those for once we're done this area. Oh, death blade, not good. Take a holy attack. Okay, let's get rid of Ground Slam. Chuck on Lion's Claw or something. One is this. Raptors of the Mist. It would either be Blade or Lion's Claw, but I think Lion's Claw is the better bet. Yeah. Could do that. And then I would have lightning on my sword. But there's not too many things right now that we're fighting that are super weak to lightning, so it doesn't make sense to adjust my build to be lightning based there. Frostbite's good because it slows enemies down too. Anything that does get frostbitten moves just a little bit slower when it is frostbitten. So that just ends up helping out a lot. That's why I had that for so long. We're getting to the point in the game where enemies literally can't take frostbite damage, so they're a mutant. It doesn't make sense to have that. Gotta have something else instead that's helpful. Gotta wait till it comes up. This one's tricky. Timing has to be really good here. And I think I just screwed the pooch. Grab that item. And there should be a bunch of basilisks. Yep. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Waiting for that mist to go away, cause I'm not using another bolus right now, but I'm not also willingly walking in just to get an attack to finish off an enemy when there wasn't a cluster of them right next to me. That's just stupid. Roof's coming. I was trying to get out of there, but I was too in the corner. Stupid basilisks. The bane of every Souls player's existence. Enemies that don't do physical damage but just instantly kill you. It's fucking infuriating. It's probably the only enemies in these games that I will say they just should take out. There's no point. Other enemies can be infuriating, even the ones that can like one-hit KO you, but a status effect that instantly kills you, it's just dumb to me. They've been in every Souls game. Not nearly as bad as the other ones where you would be cursed. And you gotta go get a specific item that's expensive to uncurse you. And the curse takes your health down by half. That stuff's brutal, but still. This is... instant death is almost as painful. It's not quite as brutal, but it's almost there. Now we have to go down. I'm just making sure there was no items behind me and I didn't see nothing. Come on. That was crap. Heal, heal. And then we gotta continue down, come on. Whew. line up with the body and you drop off and you're pretty much there. That's the easy way of dropping that one. Pain in the ass area in general, but that way is a lot easier than trying to just like look off the edge beforehand and line up with where you would want to go, or jumping off the edge and landing on the side of the pillar. Like, I've seen people do weird stuff. Just time it so you have enough time to line yourself up real quick and do what I did. You'll be fine. We'll just wait. Come on. You know you won't die. So did your friend over here too. Now, let's go make sure no other friends are in here ready to die. Which there is. Of course there is. And then we can go on up the ladder and clear out this little section. I believe the area to stop these pillars is one floor down, not up. This, I think, is the way out, so we don't want to go this path. I'm just double checking, making sure I'm not about to go in the wrong area by jumping down and having to loop all the way back, which we're not. I was right. That's the immediate path back, which doesn't lead us where we need to go right now. We still haven't even opened up the giant door, so opening that path isn't going to do crap for us. Jump up here. Pull out my shield, because this guy is a pain in the dick. Oh, he didn't switch. Where? The skeletons over here always pauses and pulls out their bow and arrow and then just starts shooting you. And even if you got your shield down, you're walking slow, it does that little bit of pushback, so if you're not paying enough attention, it'll hit you twice and knock you off the edge. Get that. Get rid of him completely. Heal up. I want to say we have to go down, but just in case it's up. I want to make sure. So look at that. Might just be up. We can watch it explode. Why didn't it die there? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to die by fire. Huh. That one just shoots out over that way. So maybe it's a matter of just waiting. That light was healing it. And it's just gotta slowly tick away a little bit of health. Which I don't think is the case. I'm pretty sure these things die like instantly once they die. Once they get hurt. Barely made that. continue onward. I think I have to turn off the light. It's probably down here. It's not down here. I thought he was staring at a lever, not a talisman. And it's up here. Methinks so. This is feeling real familiar. Now they should run into each other and explode, correct? Is it because they're on the same path, but they're literally, like, not actually colliding right now? That's kind of funny, but also really shitty for me. How are we gonna deal with that? What? What? I guess I got, like, touched by the tip of the chariot. That's so dumb. Oh. Now I gotta go through most of that over again, too. That sucks. Not fighting, we're running. I do not for the life of me understand why they are not dying. I'm pretty sure they are supposed to die at this point. They just don't feel like it. Alley-oop. I was barely lined up there. Almost not lined up. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna go hit this one over here again. Might be the death of me. But I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, come on. No! It was the death of me. That sucks. Oh, silent run, here we go. Alley-oop. Oh yeah, I died for nothing. That makes that even better. Ran the wrong goddamn way. Just gonna not think about it. And if I didn't, I'm just gonna assume that I spent what runes I could on a level up right before this. And I'm pretty sure I didn't. And I had enough to level up either once or twice. But oh well. It is what it is. It's part of the game. We do that to get this golden symbol off the ground. Follow it. Follow it. And once it comes up, I didn't think I was in a good spot to get hit by that. Sprint. Nothing's down there except for that guy to fight, so I'm not gonna do that, even though he's easy as hell to fight. Nothing to go to down there. Looks like you could possibly land on something. But that's definitely a death drop. There's no areas to leave. You didn't see any holes in the walls to go to once you land down there, so don't matter. still feel like they are supposed to run into each other at this point. Hi. Maybe they're supposed to have the light on? I don't feel like that's the case. That feels wrong. Nothing's dying. Obviously I did something wrong here. I missed. We're not going to move the first one then. I'm going to skip over the first one, go for the second. I might cut one of these tries out, but this is confusing me. They are all trial and error, so you're seeing the different thing, well, slightly different thing that I'm doing each time. If I ever go up here, I had to have, because there ain't nothing here. I knew that was coming, but it didn't really matter. As soon as I ran out, I was like, I'm dead, but oh well. Here. Definitely not missing anything. There is nothing to miss there. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, game. I was lined up. My character just started hovering in the middle of fucking fall. That made no goddamn sense. Sucks. Yep, knew it was coming. And then again. And then again. Not even gonna risk dropping down 2 layers there. So we go here. And then we go here. Back on through again. We're gonna ignore that one. Come on, gotta heal. We'll come back and try and hit it maybe at the end, after we've hit this other one. Something just ain't registering with these freaking things. And I feel like the easiest way to check is just trial and error of trying each one first or second. So we're gonna go hit this one, and ride back down the elevator, hit that one. They don't all die. Really got no clue what's happening here. That means that was supposed to be for that. Now I'm real confused. There we go. So yeah, that was supposed to be up there. Then okay. That is all we have time for this episode, though. So we will leave this episode right here, right about to go into the boss fight. We'll pick up the next one, fighting whatever's down here. If you like this kind of content, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below anything you want me to go do in the rest of this game, or any other games you might want me to play. And I will see everybody in the next video. Bye-bye.